Good morning, everybody. It's Fubar with Diamond Fist here. Today I'm going to be talking about STEPN. STEPN is a NFT move to earn app. It's put on the Solana and the BNB chains, so you can pick between the two. I'll get into a little bit of that later, but I'm going to just start with the basics here. So the sneakers. You got a walker, a jogger, a runner, and a trainer. They all earn you a little bit different amounts depending on what you want to do. They all have a different range of kilometers per hour. They allow you to move in those ranges. So it's really important what you're going to do with this app. Do you want it for running and keeping yourself fit? Do you want it for walking? I personally bought a walker so that I could walk my dog and make money while I did it. You can see where you buy the sneaker. You go in the app and you can filter and choose a sneaker. Shoe boxes are what a sneaker comes in. It's a random once you open it. So typically the sneaker boxes go for a little bit more money than what you would pay for a regular sneaker, just because the chances of it minting a nicer sneaker is inside the shoebox. Once you're in the sneaker itself, you can see it has a bunch of stats here, and you can read up on what each of them do, and I'll go into the detail later. But you can clearly see that it's got a bunch of stats and a bunch of stuff surrounding the specifics of that sneaker. Here it's important to see that efficiency, luck, comfort, and resilience are the four major stats and what they do. I'll go into emphasis on it later, but the efficiency and resilience are by far the most important. For each sneaker, there's a chance to earn mystery boxes, which will give you some added bonuses, as well as your earning cap, what you can earn in a day, in 24 hours, it resets, and also the energy needed to earn, which you earn at 0.5 energy every 6 hours. All right, moving on into the measuring aspect, it is very good at anti-cheating. So I would suggest only ever using this app where there is a good, strong GPS signal, since you aren't earning if you don't have a good signal and if it claims you as moonwalking. So a couple ways to burn the GST is you can level up your sneakers or mint. And minting is where you take two sneakers and you make a shoebox from them. And the last option is obviously to swap your GST out for other cryptos and take your profits. All right, so here we're in my STEPN account. This is my jogger. Just gonna jump over to my shoes, go into my walker, and you see these base stats, 7.1 efficiency and 6.6 resilience. Those are the two you really want to look at for a starting shoe. Get those as high as possible. Efficiency is by far the most important thing. We go here to level up on the bottom left. You see that it costs some GST and a duration to go up a level. The GST is what you earn on the shoe. So I don't have anything to repair here. If I go to mint, you have the mint with this shoe with another shoe. I'll select my jogger. You'll see it'll do a calculated effort to how much it costs to mint it. There we go. So if we try to sell, you can just go ahead and select that shoe, click sell, and then type in whatever Solana price you want it to do. There is no lease. It's coming soon. That functionality is not there yet. And transfer takes you to your wallet and wants you to do a bunch of that stuff. So I won't go through that either. Here's my jogger. And you can see I just leveled up. So I got 4 extra points to put in. There, my base point was 9.9. That's what I instant bought this jogger because of the efficiency. The best you can get on a regular shoe is 10. So it was minted from a couple of shoes, and it's got a couple mints under its belt when I bought it. So if I go in here, I'm going to add my 4 points to the efficiency, of course. I would get resilience up to 10 and then just dump everything to efficiency. That earns you the most GST per energy. As you can see here, there's a tab for sneakers and shoe boxes. But I don't have any shoe boxes currently, but they would show up here if I did have some. Clicking over into gems, you'll see I have a couple of gems I've bought. Just trying to really buy and sell these. This is where you would go to upgrade gems. So as you, as you can see, I have a couple gems, but not enough to upgrade any. All right, jumping back to our shoes here, the next one on the bottom right is some stats, but it's not developed right now. It's coming soon. But if we jump over into the market, you can see here now, this is where you'd go if you wanted to buy a shoe. And as we can see here, we can scroll up and down through all the listings of the shoes and see the specific based off of the lowest price right now. But there are some filterings. So here's an example. We can check the shoe boxes. I've filtered by shoe boxes, they're by price. Right here we have your spending account wallet versus or the spending account versus your wallet, I should say. Here's the spending account versus the wallet. The wallet is what holds it and transfers it from and to other cryptos. One thing to note here is that you do need some gas fees, so make sure that you don't transfer everything because you won't have any gas fees to transfer it back. Other thing here, if you go into your own account, you can see that there's every 10 energy you use, you get an activation code. I've used about 30 energy so far, so you can see I have 3 used activation codes. Another cool thing is if you click into the total distance here, you can see all of the individual runs that you've done, and then you can select those individually and open them up and see all of the information of where you were, how much energy you used, how much GST it earned you, and even the little red number there of how much you were depleted of your resilience. So some pretty cool stats there, allows you to kind of share and post and pump your own little runs or jogs or whatever, upload them to your social medias and so on and so forth. So that was kind of a cool little feature I thought that I would highlight. There is the multi-chain switch here, so I'm running completely on Solana, but you can see that you can switch it to the BNB chain, and therefore you have an entire new ecosystem. The Solana shoes that I own, you aren't able to do anything with them while you're on the BNB chain, so you have to jump back over to the Solana one. And I'm getting ready to do a run here. So I've selected my jogger. I'm going to go ahead and hit start, and it will count down a couple of seconds before it kicks me off in my run. And I'm going to pause it here and to show you guys that what it is on the screen. So here you can see that my range in the very center there is from 4 to 10 kilometers an hour. There's a timer on the left and a number of steps on the right, as well as the kilometers that I've gone on this run. Right below that is the amount of GST I've earned on this run, and the top is just showing my dashboard of how much energy I have to spend and how much my cap for my GST earnings are. Well, that's about all I have for initial overview, quick reference, tutorial, or rundown on what STEPN is or what I've found in my limited time playing with it. If you had any comments or concerns or questions around anything I mentioned in the video, please let me know directly, and maybe I can do a follow-up. I do plan to do another video going a little bit deeper dive into the GMT, and once your shoe hits level 30, you're able to switch it and earn GMT instead of GST. So that's a little bit more advanced stuff. As well as I could probably do other videos on specific things if needed. This is Fubar with Diamond Fists Podcast. Fubar out.